So I was on this flight from Chicago to Los Angeles. I'm not going to name the airlines, just because we're being taped here, but it's a country, and we're all from it. Now I'm on a business trip, and 4 or 5 days before, my dad has died. He was 82 years old. So I'm grieving, and I'm really looking forward to grieving because I like being sad. And it's kind of tricky, the whole grieving thing, because it's not just one emotion, it's many. It's kind of like if, let's say, someone was throwing a surprise party for me, and Bruno Mars showed up. I'd feel angry that he was there because I think he's overrated. I'd feel sad because everyone's paying more attention to him than me. And I'd feel shame because all my actor friends have eaten all the shrimp. So I just want to get this flight over with. I don't want to be bothered. There's 5 stages of grieving. I'm in the leave me the fuck alone stage. So these 2 guys, they look like they're from Margaritaville. They've got t-shirts, cargo shorts, and flip-flops. And they sit right next to me, but across the aisle. So we're in the same row, but across the aisle. And they're happy because they're going on vacation. Now, I just want to say this. Look, if you're going on vacation, keep it to yourself, because we're not all happy that you're going on vacation. I mean, the truth is, I'm not happy when I go on vacation. It's torture when I go on vacation. It's like assembling a dresser from IKEA. The best part of a vacation for me is the last day when I know I'm going home. So we take off, we're in the air, and the 2 guys from Margaritaville, they're already getting drinks. They're drinking this vodka. It's like little bottles of vodka, and it looks like Cool Mint Listerine. And they're drinking it, and they're watching NCIS on their tablets. And I take out my grocery bag. Now, I don't think I brought this up, but I travel with a grocery bag because I used to be 300 pounds. And so I'm on a very strict food plan. And my wife actually packs my lunch. She puts it in this plastic container that we get from, that we save from the Chinese takeout. And she puts chicken in it, and vegetables, and white rice. Oh, and here's what makes it. She puts Newman's Own salad dressing. And I want to tell you something. Nothing brings me more joy than taking food across state lines. I don't know, it makes me feel like a mobster or something. So now all of a sudden I'm getting these negative thoughts, right? These really, like, I have a lot of self-hatred, and there's these self-hatred negative thoughts, like, I should have been a better son to my dad, I should have spent more time with him, spiral ham. That's because it's not on my food plan. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to journal. I can't talk to anybody, so I'm going to journal. So I take out my notebook, and I take out my pen, and I open to a first page. And on the first page, I write, I want to die. Now, it's been very helpful for me because it gets I want to die out of my head and onto a piece of paper. And the thing is, I'm 54 years old. I've been saying it since I'm 14, so obviously it's working because I'm still alive. But as I look at the page, nothing else is coming up. So I die. It's self-diagnosis. I say I have writer's block. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to meditate. Because you can all figure out I'm pretty spiritual, right? So I close my eyes, and I turn my timer on from my iPhone for 20 minutes until I start to get a tap on my shoulder. And I look up, and it's the head flight attendant. And she's an older woman, attractive, blonde. I'm sure when she I'm sure when she started like 30 years ago, she was stunning. But you know, when she started 30 years ago, it was a fun and glamorous job, right? You know, new city every night, a lot of anonymous sex, piles of free cocaine in the 80s. Then she got married to a really conservative guy. Wears a lot of sweater vests. In the morning when he gets up and goes to work, he goes, "See ya." She's got 3 kids. They live in the suburbs. Between 9/11, the passengers on the plane, the airlines, she's just phoning this job in now. It's all policies and procedures. She's by the book. She's become a middle manager. So much so that the other flight attendants behind her back make fun of her. And they call her Kathy from Human Resources. So she says to me, "I'd like to see you in the back of the plane." Is there a problem? I hope not. Now, I'm thinking good thoughts here. I'm thinking, maybe they recognize me, right? Someone told them what I do, and they're looking for an improv teacher. When I get back there, all the flight attendants are back there. And Kathy goes, "Someone on this plane has reported that you wrote in your notebook that you wanted to die."
Oh my God.
And I am filled with so much shame, I can't respond. Now, most people, they're 80% water. I'm 80% shame. So I don't say anything. And she says, "And why did you close your eyes and turn your timer on for 20 minutes?
Oh my God.
And I say, "Because I was meditating." And she says, "Give me your phone." And I say, "Why do I have to give you my phone?" And she says, if you don't give me your phone, the captain is going to land in Iowa." And now I know I'm in trouble. Because nothing good ever happens in Iowa. I mean, that's where people go to get abducted in cornfields by UFOs. So I hand her my phone. And it hits me that they think I'm dangerous. They think that I could blow up this whole plane. They think I'm from Al-Qaeda. And let's be honest, I mean, the first impression you have of me, I give off a terrorist vibe, wouldn't you say? I mean, the dark skin, the beady eyes, you know, the lunch that my wife packed in a grocery bag. So I go back and I sit in my seat. And the 2 guys from Margaritaville, they're going, "We had nothing to do with it. We had nothing to do with it." And I'm like, "Sure you didn't. You know, you've been drinking coolant Listerine and going back and forth to the bathroom, right? But I'm screwed. And these guys, they're going to wake up tomorrow hungover. They're not even going to remember what they did." So I have 3 hours. 3 hours on this flight to just replay what I should have said back there that got me in this situation.
Oh my God.
And then it comes to me. And I'm not proud to admit this. I feel a little ashamed to say this. But I realize why I'm in this situation. It happens a lot in my life, or it's happened, or it continues to happen. And that is that I have no balls. Or the tiny pair that I do have, I gave away. And I'm like, well, you know what? It's not so bad. My dad didn't have balls. He lived a decent life, right? And I'm like, I don't want to be my dad. I want my balls back. And at this point, it's like really a monumental thing to get your balls back, right? It's like going to Target to shoplift for a couch, you know? So we land, and I step off the plane. And now I'm met by 3 security guards. 2 tall guys that look like brothers, but they're not. And a short European guy. And so I'm in therapy. So I'm going to start with some therapy talk. I'm going to start with an I statement and how I'm feeling. So I come out charging and I say, "I'm feeling angry and hurt how I was treated up there." They don't care. They reported a problem. There was a problem up there. It was you. You were the problem. What happened up there? Tell me, what did you do? And I say, my dad just died. And I'm an accomplished writer. I write a blog about improv. You might have read it. And here is the best part of the story. While I'm talking, I take the iPhone out of his hand and I put it in my pocket. And apparently, my balls were attached to the iPhone like a keychain. And now that I have it back, I have my balls back, I'm like, I'm gonna try them out, see if they're still working. I'm like, I want to be compensated. I want to be compensated. I want you to fly me on my return flight in first class. Well, no, we can't do that. We don't have authority to do that. You'll need to use that phone over there to call an agent. Which really is just the airline. They should just put a poster with someone from the airlines going like this. Because nothing's good is going to happen, right, with the phone? And I said, I'm done. And I walked away. And I'm walking in the airport, and I'm feeling a little uncomfortable, right? And I'm like, these balls feel a little bigger. And when I tell my friends this story, they always go, oh, didn't you feel excited? Didn't you feel excited what you did? And I said, no, I didn't feel excited. Because you're not just feeling one emotion. There are many emotions. It's like if someone threw me a surprise party and Bruno Mars showed up. Thank you.